Okay, Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on Śrī Kṛṣṇa padma-padbhyāṁ, the lotus feet of Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Description of the 19 symbols on the lotus feet of Śrī Kṛṣṇa. We started this series on Monday, so we had 4 sessions. Today is the 5th session. We finished the description of the symbols on the left foot of the Lord, savya-pade. Today we're going to talk about the symbols on the right foot, dakshina-pade.
Prabhuji, before we start, shall I blow a conch shell? Yesterday requested me, right, Prabhuji? Yesterday there was a voice.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. Shall I blow 3 times, Prabhuji, or 1 time is enough?
3 times, yeah.
Yes, 3 times. Ganesh.
We cannot hear.
Okay, I kept reading. You cannot hear, Prabhuji?
No.
Or not hearing?
Yeah, now we can hear.
Okay. Three times, sir.
Yeah, good. Very good. That was nice.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So we will So this shloka from Sri Rupa Chintamani, written by Chakravarti Thakur, describes the symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī, kham goshpadam proshthikām, sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade, konāshtakam svastikam, cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī, jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam, bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. Okay, Chandrakala, can you read the translation?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I worship Lord Hari, whose feet are endowed with the 19 great opulences on the left foot: the half-moon, water pot, triangle, bow, thigh, cow's hoofprint, fish, conch, and on the right foot the 8-pointed star, swastika, wheel, parasol, barleycorn, elephant-goad, flag, thunderbolt, jumbo fruit, urdhva-rekha, and lotus.
Yeah. Also, this shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken by Kapila Dev to Mother Devahuti, describes the different symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna. Sanchintayed bhagavatas charanāravindham vajrankushadhvajasaroruhalanchanādhyam uttungaraktavilasannaka chakravala jyotsnabhirāhatamahadhrudayandakaram. The devotee should first concentrate his mind on the Lord's lotus feet, which are adorned with the marks of thunderbolt, a goad, a banner, and a lotus. The splendor of their beautiful ruby nails resembles the orb of the moon and dispels the thick gloom of one's heart. Okay, so these are the 2 shlokas. And Krishna himself, now as we started discussing the different symbols on the lotus feet of Krishna, we are so interested in knowing more and more about these symbols, the deeper meaning. We are interested in meditating on these symbols. We are interested in meditating on the lotus feet of Krishna. We are inspired to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. We are interested in hearing glories about the lotus feet of Krishna. All of this. Not only us, even Krishna himself was interested in knowing what is there in his feet. That's why in this avatara called Bala Mukunda avatara or Shesha Sai avatara, he sucks his toenail and he wants to relish the mellows of his lotus feet. He wants to relish, the glories of his lotus feet. What is there in his lotus feet? He wants to experience the taste. So looking at this beautiful form of Bala Mukunda or Shesha Sai, Krishna lying down on the leaf of a banyan tree, Bilvamangal Thakur has written beautiful Bala Mukundashtakam. Okay. So now going back to the different symbols, right? Okay. So I'll not show the names of the symbols, but looking at the symbols on the left foot of the Lord. Left means which is our right. We already discussed in the last 3 days. We discussed the meaning of these symbols, right? So I want to see if you all remember the names at least. So can you tell the names starting from the bottom most? Tell both English name and Sanskrit name.
Fish must say avatar, Prabhuji.
Fish. No, the word in the shloka. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī. That shloka.
Proshthikām.
Correct, Chandrakala. Proshthikām. The word for fish is proshthikām. Then going above, going up, halfmoon.
Candrārdham.
Candrārdha. Then right above
Tri-kona. Kalasam.
Yes, very good.
Dhanush.
No, below that
Sankham.
there is something.
The
Cow's hoofprint.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Goshpadam.
Goshpadam.
And above that is Dhanushi.
Sankham. Dhanushi. Sankham.
Yes.
Sky.
What's the word for sky in the shloka? Come.
Come,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Come. The word come.
Okay.
Like Akasham, come. So if you look at this, KHAM, come.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Candrārdham kalasham tri-kona-dhanushī. And here comes that word. Kham goshpadam proshthikām. Sankham savya-pade. Okay, so that's about Lord's left foot. Now we'll talk about the right foot. The first symbol on the right foot is konāshtakam. At the bottommost of the right foot of the Lord, which is our left. Okay, so konāshtakam. Konāshtakam means it's a octagon. It has 8 symbols, 8 angles. So what does konāshtakam represent? 8, the number 8 indicates 8 directions. What are the 8 directions? North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Okay, these are the 8 directions. Uttara, Dakshina, Turpu, Padamara, Ishanya, Vayuvya, Nairuti and Agneya. These are the 8 directions. This symbol konāshtakam indicates that if we meditate on this symbol, the Lord protects us from all directions, from all 8 directions. And we discussed about this point, right? During Bhagavad Gita class in Bhatal, we discussed, I think 2-3 weeks ago, on Janmashtami day, I think. So we discussed that Paritranaya Sadhunam, when Krishna says he appears millennium after millennium to protect the devotees. Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Chadushkrutam Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So the Lord says that I appear millennium after millennium to kill the miscreants, to kill the demons, and to protect my devotees. Paritrana, the word paritrana means to protect. Pari means all directions, surrounding. Okay, surrounding, all directions. Parikrama, and we discussed about this parikrama also. Parikrama or pradakshina, when you go to temple, you circumambulate, you go around the deity, the archa vigraha of the temple. You go around 3 times, or some people do the pradakshina 108 times. So 108 times is not required. If you just do 3 times, that is enough. So during that class we discussed that if we do pradakshina or parikrama, then the Lord will do paritrana. Our duty is to do parikrama around the Lord, and the Lord will do paritrana, protection from all directions, left, right, front, back, center, every diagonal sides, all sides. He will provide protection from all sides. Do you all know Narasimha Kavacha? You never heard about it?
Namaste Narasimhaya Prabhuji.
That is Narasimha
Arati.
Arati. Yeah. There is Narasimha Kavacha also. Narasimha Kavacha also set of prayers, set of shlokas. So Narasimha Kavacha is a set of shlokas recited as an offering, as a prayer to Narasimha Swami to provide protection to us. Especially this is Narasimha Kavacha is used for children. I mean, it has to be. It is beneficial for adults also, but especially traditionally it's a practice to recite Narasimha Kavacha to provide protection for children. And they also tie Narasimha Kavacha in the kanta, right? Have you seen that little yantram, Narasimha yantram? So first they put that Narasimha yantram in the homam. They do homam. While doing the homam, they recite Narasimha Kavacha. So the mantras are transferred as energy into the yantra, and then that yantra they tie around the neck of the children as a protection. So in these prayers, in the shlokas of Narasimha Kavacha, the shlokas say that, O Swami, please protect me from left side. O Swami, please protect me from left side, right side. Please protect me from the back. Please protect me from the front. Please protect me from the center. Please protect me from the top. Please protect me from the bottom. Everywhere, all directions. Please provide protection from all directions. So in one of the classes we can recite that so that we are all familiar with that. So this konāshtakam symbol on the feet of the Lord indicates that protection. Protection from all directions, all 8 directions. Ashta dikkulu antam kada. 8 directions, Ashta dikkulu. Yeah. So devotees who take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, they get protection from all directions, everywhere. Every step they'll be protected. If we don't take shelter of Krishna's feet, what will happen? There'll be danger at every step. Padam yad vipadam. Remember that shloka from Brahma's prayers yesterday? We discussed that shloka, Brahma Vimohana Leela. Brahma says that for devotees who have taken shelter of your lotus feet, this big gigantic material ocean appears like a small cow's hoofprint. Otherwise, the same material world, there is a danger at every step. Padam yad vipadam. So if we take shelter of Krishna's feet, then Krishna protects us from all directions. Konāshtakam. Okay? Next symbol. By the way, before I forget, yesterday we were discussing about Shankha. What does Shankha represent?
Victory.
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 Victory and
Auspicious. That auspicious.
no. The sound vibration is definitely auspicious, but more than that, we discussed something else about conch shell, Shankam. Knowledge, wisdom, right?
Yes,
Wisdom. So here, I'll show you a picture here. Let me see if I can open this, open image, new tab. Yeah.
Dhruva Maharaj.
Dhruva Maharaj. And Dhruva Maharaj did tapasya for 6 months. Vishnu appears. And then you see Vishnu touching the head of Dhruva Maharaj with a conch shell. He has conch in his left hand. Right hand he is holding Gada, Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. So as soon as Vishnu touches the head of Dhruva with Shankh, conch, then Dhruva starts speaking. Dhruva starts offering prayers, and then Dhruva says, all my ignorance is destroyed. I was looking for some material benefits, but as soon as I have your darshan, this is the highest benefit for me. This is like a diamond. I was looking for broken pieces of glass. I don't want any of that now. I only want your darshan. So I just wanted to show this picture so that it gets registered in your mind. Sometimes we may forget the story, but when you see the picture, at least the picture is there in the mind. Okay. Now coming back to next symbol. Yeah, next symbol is swastika. There are 4 swastikas around the konāshtaka. Swastika simply represents auspiciousness. And coming from Hindu religion, we are very familiar with the swastika symbol. Every day we see this swastika symbol. In every puja, they first draw swastika. In the rice, they draw the pujari. Let's say you invite a pujari to your home to perform some puja. The pujari draws swastika in the rice. And even some people paint swastika in front of their main entrance. You'll see swastika in every place. And some ladies also have this name, swastika, beautiful name. Swastika means auspiciousness. Swasti, the word swasti means auspiciousness. How many of you have seen Narsimha movie, Mahavatar Narsimha movie?
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one small question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Swasti means, like when we say swasti means like mugimpu. It's not like that, Prabhuji?
Yeah, swasti. Yes, swasti ante సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నా అంటారు కదా, అలాగే స్వస్తి అంటారు, ముగింపు. You're right. But that mugimpu, that ending, is also in an auspicious way.
Yeah.
It's not the closing. The closing is also a new beginning.
Okay.
Let's say
Thank you, Prabhuji.
when there is a pravachanam, the pravachana karta, at the end of the pravachana, he will say, I'll take swasti. That means I'll take leave. That means this is to indicate that it's not the end, but it's a new beginning. We are going to meet again. This Krishna Katha, this pravachanam should continue every day. That's the meaning. Or whatever Krishna Katha happened till that point, that should bring auspiciousness to everybody. That's why they use the word swasti. I will take swasti. I will take swasti means from the auspiciousness that has been derived by discussing Krishna Katha in the association of devotees, I will take some swasti to my home. They say take away, right? When you go and attend some presentation, some personality development program, when you attend some class, they'll ask, at the end of the class, they'll ask, okay, so everybody tell what is your takeaway. Tell one single point that you are very inspired with. What do you want to take home? So this pravachana kartas, I have seen pravachana kartas saying, I will take swasti. It has two meanings. I'll take swasti means I'll take leave. I'll end the pravachana now. Or another meaning to say that I will take some portion of the auspiciousness that has manifested during the Krishna Katha. Is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Amala, is that clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay. So the Mahavatara Narasimha movie, in the beginning means when Prahlada appears. When Prahlada appears, there is a shloka from Bhagavatam that is displayed on the screen. And also I think it is recited in a song format. I don't remember whether it is sung in a song format or not, but I saw the shloka coming on the screen. So if you don't know the shloka before, obviously you will not pay attention. So, and there is a line from Vishnu Sahasranama also. At least, have you noticed that? When Vishnu appears, they display a line from Vishnu Sahasranama. Have you noticed that? Vanamali gati shangi shanki chakri chanandaki
Prabhuji.
iman narayano vishnur vasudevo virakshatu. That shloka is displayed on the screen when Vishnu appears. So when Prahlada appears, the shloka from Bhagavatam is displayed on the screen. Swastyastu vishvasya kala prasidhatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mito diya manascha badram bhajatādadhokshaje aveshyatam no matirapya haituki. Okay, so I'll show this shloka. So this is a shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 18. The prayers offered to the Lord by the residents of Jambūrdhva. That's nice, huh? Our next symbol is Jambu. After swastika, we're going to discuss about Jambu. So we are seeing the title Jambūrdhva here. Very nice. This is the shloka spoken by Prahlada. Swastyastu vishvasya kalaha prasidatam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mito dhiya manascha badram bhajatādadhokshaje aveshyatam no matirapya haituki. So you see this word swasti, auspiciousness. The very first word, swasti, means auspiciousness. Swasti astu, let there be auspiciousness. For who? For the entire universe, Vishwasya. And for who? Within the universe, auspiciousness for who? Only for good people? No, even for the envious people. Kalaha. Even for the envious people, let there be auspiciousness. Let me see if I can find a YouTube clipping of Prahlada's, this appearance in the movie, and then where the shloka is displayed. Let me see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm finding many different clippings. I don't know. This one, I don't know where this appears. Anyways, if I find that clipping, I'll share it. But it's worth paying attention to such things. So here, basically, Prahlada is desiring auspiciousness even for the envious people. Let's read this translation here. Shamala, can you read the translation? Shamala, you there? Okay. Annapurna?
Yeah, Prabhuji. May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified. May all living entities become calm by practicing bhakti yoga, for by accepting devotional service they will think of each other welfare. Therefore, let us all engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendental Lord Shri Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of him. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. So Prahlada is desiring for auspiciousness even for the envious people. That's by saying swasti astu. So our symbol here, swastika, on the foot of the Lord, indicates auspiciousness. If we meditate on this symbol, swastika symbol, it brings auspiciousness. And what is auspiciousness for devotees?
Service to Lord.
Service to the Lord. Okay? Yeah. Service to the Lord. And auspiciousness in devotee's life means there should not be any obstacles on the path of bhakti. Akshara's prayer. That is Akshara's prayer.
Yes, Prabhuji. You only start, Prabhuji. We just heard and left it. But we are following.
Is what Akshara has written on a piece of paper and put it at the feet of the Lord. There should not be any obstacles on the path of bhakti. So that is auspiciousness. Vigna Vinashaka Narsimha Bhagavan ki jai. Yeah. So Vigna Vinashaka. Vigna means obstacles. Vinashaka, destroyer. Narsimha Swami is that Lord who destroys the obstacles on the path of bhakti. So swastika means auspiciousness. Okay, next symbol. Jambu. When we opened that prayer of Prahlada, Swastyastu Vishwasya, the chapter title from Srimad Bhagavatam, it said Jambudvipa. Okay, so Jambu. You see that that fruit, Jambu fruit, that looks like a pears, pear fruit. So what's the meaning of Jambu fruit on the foot of the Lord? Fruit on the foot. Fruit on the foot. So there are 7 islands, Jambudvipa, Kraunchadvipa, like that. There are 7 islands in this entire universe. Now just try to imagine how big that Jambudvipa will be. India itself is so big. India itself is so big. And India is one such country in that entire Jambudvipa. There are other countries like Nepal, Pakistan, all the neighboring Sri Lanka, all the neighboring Bangladesh, all the neighboring countries of India, they're all part of Jambudvipa. If India itself is so big, now what to speak of the entire Jambudvipa? It is so big, gigantic, we cannot even imagine. But the Lord is capable of holding that Jambudvipa on his foot. Just like how, the ladies wear some ornaments on their feet, especially married ladies, they wear toe rings, right? Just like how simply they wear ornaments on their toe rings or toenails. Similarly, the Lord can hold such a gigantic dvipa, Jambudvipa, on his foot. Okay, that is one meaning. It indicates Lord's inconceivable potency. The jambu fruit on the Lord's foot indicates Lord's inconceivable potency. First of all, he is the one who created such a big dvipa, and he is the one who is maintaining it with his inconceivable potency. By his presence everywhere, he is maintaining that. Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro. He is maintaining both moving and non-moving, chara, achara, in all the three planetary systems. So one meaning of jambu fruit is it indicates Lord's inconceivable potency, opulence, vibhuti. Another meaning of jambu fruit is, now let's say you okay, let's say there's a flight. The flight is so big. Okay. Now when you look at the flight, you go to the airport, you stand in front of the flight and you see how big it is. You definitely have some appreciation for the designer of the flight, right? It's so gigantic, so big. The body of the flight is so big. Looking at the marvel of engineering, you definitely feel astonished. And it looks great. The body of the flight looks very great. But now let's say some yogi, Ashtanga yogi, who has practiced Ashtanga yoga, who has achieved Ashtasiddhis with his anima, lagima, all these abilities, becoming anima means becoming bigger than the biggest. Lagima means becoming smaller than the smallest. Let's say an Ashtanga yogi with his Ashtasiddhis, he can hold that flight, such a gigantic flight, in his hand. Now what will you say? Will you say that the flight is great or the yogi is great?
The who has prepared it will be great.
Both, Prabhuji.
No. In comparison, relatively, who is greatest?
The yogi who is carrying the
yogi
aeroplane.
who is holding the flight in his hand, he is greater. Obviously, the designer who has designed the flight is great. The body of the gigantic body of the flight is also great. The look and feel of the body of the flight is also great. But more greater is that person who is holding the flight in his hand. Now, if you apply that analogy to jambu fruit on the foot of the Lord, the jambu fruit itself is definitely, undoubtedly very great, because it's so gigantic, so big. But when that jambu fruit appears on the foot of the Lord, now which is greater?
Bhagwan who is carrying it.
Bhagavan who is carrying the jambu fruit. Bhagavan's foot, the charana-ravinda, the pada-padmam, that is containing the jambu fruit, that is greater than Jambudvipa. Obviously, right? He is the creator. He is the creator of Jambudvipa, so he is greater. So the second interpretation, second meaning of jambu fruit here is when we take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, there cannot be anything which will be equal to this. Nothing else in the world is comparable to the lotus feet of Krishna. Nothing else in the world is comparable to the lotus feet of Krishna. There's a beautiful shloka in Mukundamala Stotra where Kulashekara Alvar says this point. I'll open this. So every day we recite these shlokas, right? The 10 shlokas. It's one of those 10 shlokas. So this is the 9th shloka in Mukundamala Stotra. Sarasi janayane sashanka chakre murabhidhima viramasvachittarantum Sukataram na jatu jane haricharana smaranamrutena tulyam. Okay, Sri Vidya, can you read the translation?
Which the last day wants to recite Prabhuji. The shloka, she knows it.
Yeah.
Yes, last day.
Chappu Nan.
Sarasi janayane sashanka chakre Murabhidima virama svachittarantum Sukataram na jatu jane Haricharana smaranamritena tulyam.
Very nice, very nice. Good job.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very good.
And Monday you are going to recite Vishnu Sahasranama, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Let's do on Tuesday because Monday is still long weekend. I don't know how many people will join. So Tuesday, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Now, Akshara will read the translation.
Oh, okay. Nice.
O mind, please never stop taking pleasure in thinking of the Mura demon's destroyer, who has lotus eyes and bears the conch and disc weapon. Indeed, I know of nothing else that gives such extreme pleasure as meditating on Lord's Hari's divine feet.
Yeah. I know of nothing else that gives such extreme pleasure as meditating on Lord Hari's divine feet. Hari charana smaranamrite na tulyam. Tulyam means something that is equal. Tula means that measuring equipment, right? Sri Krishna Tula Bharam. You have seen that Tula.
Libra symbol, Prabhuji. In the 12 signs, moon signs, Libra will be there, right, Prabhuji?
Libra, yes. Yeah, zodiac signs. So, Tulyam means something that can be measured equally. Na Tulyam means cannot be measured equally. Nothing in this world can be measured as equal to Hari Charana Smarana. How beautifully Kulashekara Alvar said here. Hari Charana Smaranamrutena Tulyam. Najatu Jane. Sukataram aparam na jatu jane. Sukataram aparam. Aparam means higher. Sukataram means something that is giving pleasure. I do not know anything that is giving pleasure more than the remembrance of Haricharana Smarana. Remembrance of Haricharana. So Kulshekhara Alvar is telling two things here. Nothing is equal, tulyam, na tulyam. Nothing is equal and nothing is aparam. Nothing is aparam. Not even equal, not even above. Na asamurdhva. Na asama urdhva.
Like in math, we say less than or equal. Everything is less than or equal to.
Less than or equal to. Yeah. So here, yeah, nothing is greater than or equal to. Nothing is greater than, nothing is equal to Haricharana Smarana. Nothing is greater than Haricharana Smarana. Okay? Yeah. So that is what the meaning of jambu fruit. So two meanings we discussed, right? One is it indicates the inconceivable potency of the Lord, how the Lord created such a gigantic dvipa, Jambu Dvipa, consisting of so many countries in it, so many continents in it, so many oceans, so many continents, all of that stuff. Okay, so 1 second. Just give me a second, okay? Okay. So, and also interesting thing here in this shloka, if you observe, Kulshekhara Alvar is saying here, Sashanka Chakre. Sarasija Nayane Sashanka Chakre. He's indicating all the symbols that we are discussing on the lotus feet, right? Who has lotus eyes and bears the conch and disc weapon. He has those weapons, but the symbols, the conch and disc, the Shankha Chakra is also there on the lotus feet. Okay? Next. Next symbol.
Prabhuji, need drop off అయిపోతున్నాను. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Prabhuji, today class started at 8 p.m. itself.
It started at 8. Yeah, yesterday we discussed, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
We are experimenting that, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So we covered konāshtaka, svastika, jambu fruit, and then now going up, there is dhvaja, ankusha, and chatra, umbrella. There's umbrella, that ankusha weapon, and then thunderbolt, dhvaja. Let's discuss about ankusha, the one in the middle. Ankusha is used to discipline the elephant. The person who disciplined the elephant is called mahot. Okay, so when the mahot is sitting on top of the elephant, he uses this small device. It's little sharp. With a simple prick of that device, ankusha, the elephant is disciplined. You don't have to beat the elephant so hard. You don't have to beat with a stick or anything like that. But with a simple prick of the ankusha, the elephant understands what to do. So now this symbol on the Lord's foot, ankusha, it represents that our mind is like elephant. Our mind is like elephant, and when we meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna, when we meditate on these 19 symbols, then our mind is disciplined. Our mind will be disciplined. Otherwise, our mind is compared with monkey sometimes, mind is compared with elephant sometimes. Mind is compared with monkey because of the nature, chanchala, wavering. Mind is here 1 second, and the next second mind is somewhere else. Just like how the monkey keeps jumping from one place to another place very rapidly. Similarly, the mind also keeps wandering here and there. And another comparison is mind is compared with elephant, because what does the elephant do? Elephant, it goes to a nice lake or a pond or a river and takes bath. After that, what happens? The elephant comes to the land, and then it rolls over in the dust, and again the whole body of elephant becomes dirty. First, the elephant likes to do some sporting activity, water sporting activity in the water. Spends nice time, taking some water with the trunk and sprinkling on his or her own body. That scene is very relishing to see, right? Have you ever seen that? Elephant taking water from its trunk and then splashing.
Only in TV, Prabhuji.
Only in TV. Yeah, it's beautiful. So it takes nice bath. the elephant takes nice bath in the lake or river. But then the problem is, as soon as the bath is done, it comes to the land, and then the elephant could simply walk, right? Elephant could go from one place to another. Elephant can just walk around, but it doesn't do that. Elephant, as soon as elephant comes out of the water, immediately starts rolling on the dust.
Prabhuji, it is doing mud therapy.
Mud therapy. So our mind is like that. Okay, we read Shastra, we hear Krishna Katha, we chant, but again, when we are not doing that, what do? We do all different kinds of things. So that's why mind is compared to elephant. In fact, in Mukundamala Stotra, there is a shloka. I'll show you that. #21. This one, yes. Okay, so this shloka, it appears in two slides, that it's a long shloka. Amnaya bhyasananyaranyaruditam vedavratanyanvaham medascheda falani purtha vidayaha sarvam hutam bhasmani tirthanam avagahanani chagaja snanam vinayat pada dvandvamboruha samsmrutim vijayate devasya narayana. Okay, Chandrakala, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. All glories to Lord Narayana. Without remembrance of his lotus feet, recitation of scripture is merely crying in the wilderness. Regular observance of severe vows enjoined in the Vedas is no more than a way to lose weight. Execution of prescribed pious duties is like pouring oblations onto ashes, and bathing at various holy sites is no better than an elephant's bath.
Elephant's bath. Okay, Gajasnanam, that is a word here. Gajasnanam. Tirthanam avagahanani cha Gajasnanam. So simply performing some rituals like homams, rituals, giving some charity, doing some austerities, that is nothing but a Gajasnanam, elephant's bath. But what is the highest thing that human beings have to do? Remembrance of the lotus feet. Remembrance of the lotus feet. Without that, anything else is just like elephant's bath. So our mind, if we don't focus on the remembrance of the feet of the Lord, then our mind is compared to the elephant who takes bath in 1 minute, and the next minute the elephant is getting dirty again. Okay, so this symbol, Ankusha symbol on the foot of the Lord, indicates that the only way to control our mind is to meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna, especially on these symbols. Okay, that's Ankusha. Next. Next symbol is chatram, umbrella. Umbrella gives shelter. It gives shelter. It indicates shelter. Just like umbrella gives shelter from rain, umbrella here, the symbol umbrella here gives shelter to the devotees. Now when somebody is standing in rain and holding an umbrella, the umbrella is giving shelter to that person. So what exactly does it mean?
Protects the person
Protects the
from rain.
person. Okay, more clearly, more specifically.
Like if like though the karma affects everyone, but if we have the umbrella of devotion, bhakti, we will be saved.
Yeah. So just like when you are holding umbrella in the rain, you don't get any rainwater on your body. That umbrella gives shelter so that no rainwater touches you. Similarly, when we have large shelter, when we have taken shelter of lotus feet of the Lord, then the material contamination does not touch us. Material contamination does not affect us. The three modes of material nature will not influence us. The mode of sattva, rajas and tamas will not influence us. Because everything that we do in the material world is under the influence of the three modes of material nature. Mode of passion and ignorance, anyway, they are bad. But even mode of goodness is also not so good. What we have to do is, bhakti is beyond mode of goodness. Mode of goodness is Shuddha Sattva. Mode of goodness is Sattva, Sattva Guna. And bhakti is one level above Sattva Guna, that is Shuddha Sattva. So when we practice bhakti, we are above these three modes. We are transcendental to the three modes of material nature. So when we take shelter of this umbrella called Lord's shelter, then we are protected from the influence of the three modes of material nature. Now when you look at the symbol umbrella, what else comes to your mind?
In temples also they good for God, Prabhuji.
Okay. In temples also they use umbrella when they are taking Lord in some procession.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, that is one. Another.
వామన అవతారంలో
Correct.
వామన అంబ్రెల్లా పట్టుకుంది.
Yes, Vamana also. Yeah. What else? What else comes to your mind? Govardhan, right?
Oh yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah, Govardhan is such a big umbrella. Krishna gave shelter to the entire village of Vrindavan. Not just one person, not just few people, but with that under the umbrella of Govardhan, Krishna gave shelter to the entire village of Vrindavan, to all Vrajavasis. Indra was pouring a torrential amount of rain, and no umbrella can give shelter in that situation. An ordinary umbrella will not be of any use under the torrential rain. So then Krishna lifts Govardhan as an umbrella with his left hand pinky, and then for 7 days and 7 nights he gives shelter to all the Vrajavasis. So that's the shelter. When we take shelter of Krishna, he gives protection. So another meaning of umbrella symbol is we hold umbrella when we receive some saintly people, right? Let's say some Pitadipati from Udupi, or or some Kashi, Varanasi, Kanchi. Let's say some saintly person is visiting, or Chinajir Swami is coming, or some Maharaj within ISKCON is visiting. So we hold umbrella. That means respect. Out of respect, we hold umbrella for these people. So umbrella also indicates that if we practice bhakti sincerely, if we take shelter of Krishna, we can become like those saintly people. We can become saintly people who will be offered an umbrella out of respect. Okay, I mean, you don't become a sannyasi or a saintly person just to get umbrella. So like that, different meanings of this umbrella. Now, next symbol is dhvaja, not dhvaja.
Chamara.
Pavī, thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. So we discussed ankusham and then chatram, and then we have that thunderbolt in purple or violet, that color, right? So thunderbolt, vajra or pavī. Okay. So vajra or pavī is thunderbolt is used to break something. Anything that is very hard to break, a thunderbolt can break. A thunderbolt can break. Now here, this thunderbolt represents that when we take shelter, when we meditate on this thunderbolt symbol, it breaks all our anarthas. It breaks all our anarthas. I can't think of anything else other than that.
It's used by Indra, Prabhuji.
Indra, yeah. That's why Sanskrit, there are meters, right? Like Vishnu Sahasranama, Bhagavad Gita, these are in Anushtup Chanda. And many shlokas in Mukundamala Stotra, they are in Shardula Vikridita meter. Like that, there is a meter called Indra Vajra. Indra Vajra meter. So Indra Vajra Chandas. The Chandas name is Indra Vajra. So that means that the Vajra is so powerful that it can even break a big mountain also. Now what is that big mountain in our life? The mountain of karmic reactions. We have karmic reactions from millions of lifetimes. We don't know how many number of lifetimes we have passed. So there is a huge baggage of karmic reactions. The only thing that can break is a powerful weapon like this, thunderbolt, Vajra. And Vajra, when you hear the word Vajra, what comes to your mind other than Indra?
Diamond. Diamond, Prabhuji.
Diamond, okay.
Very strong. Like, but very strong.
Very strong, okay. So probably then you don't know. Yeah, these are all very true. So there is a person called Vajranabha. Have you heard of this name?
No, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Vajranabha is the grandson of Krishna. He is the grandson of Krishna. Vajranabha is that person who preserved many different places where Krishna performed different leelas in Vrindavan, Dwaraka, Mathura. Different places Krishna performed so many leelas, and Krishna personally installed some deities for worship. For example, the deity of Krishna that you see in Udupi, it was personally given by Krishna to Rukmini Devi in Dwaraka. And then later on, that went under the water into the ocean, which was later on revived by Madhvacharya and now kept in Udupi temple. So whoever has taken darshan of that deity of Krishna in Udupi temple, you should feel fortunate, because it is the personal deity of Krishna given to Rukmini. So like
I didn't know, Prabhuji. I have been there, but I don't know the story.
Yeah. It is the original deity given by Krishna to Rukmini. And like this, there are many places where Krishna performed his leelas, many deities that were installed by Krishna personally, and also other acharyas have installed deities. So this Vajranabha is that person who preserved all these places. He built temples, he also personally, Vajranabha personally installed many deities, conducted regular, festivals. So Vajranabha. Okay. So basically Vajra symbol here indicates that, different things will come to your mind when we hear the word Vajra, like strong in nature or Indra, Vajranabha. But that is just to refresh our memory. But the most importantly, the meaning of the symbol Vajra means it can cut down the karmic reactions, which are otherwise very hard to break through. If you meditate on this Vajra, thunderbolt symbol, Pavī, on the feet of the Lord, then it can cut through our karmic reactions. Okay. So next symbol, how many more we have? I think we can finish it today. Okay. Let me quickly.
Prabhuji, I'll drop and join back in 1 minute, Prabhuji. 2 minutes, I have to make one call.
Sure. So next symbol is Kamala, Lotus. So we don't need to discuss anything specifically about Lotus now, because we discussed many things many times in many classes. In fact, we dedicated one specific class discussing about Lotus, why Lotus is so important in spirituality, why Krishna's different limbs are compared to Lotus. Namo Pankaja Nabhaya, Namo Pankaja Maline, Namo Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye. In Kunti prayers, Kunti Devi compares different limbs of Krishna's body with lotus. Namo Pankajanabhaya. Krishna's navel is like lotus. Namo Pankajanetraya. Krishna's eyes are like lotus flowers, lotus petals. Namo Pankajamaline. Krishna wears Pankajamala, a garland of lotus flowers. Namaste Pankajangraye. Krishna's feet are like lotus flowers. So we discussed so much about lotus. So we don't have to discuss now. Next symbol is chakra, the Sudarshan chakra. Sudarshan chakra. So chakra, we have seen this many times in the movies and other places, right? So this chakra, it can kill the demons. Now, who are the demons in our heart? The Arishad Vargas. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. These are the different anarthas. If we meditate on this chakra symbol, then our anarthas will be killed.
It is correctly like chakra, he holds in right hand and it is in right feet. And sankham he holds in left hand, it is in left feet, Prabhuji. In the mark, actually. Because right hand he uses for the weapon, chakra.
Yeah.
And left hand he uses for the sankham. And
correct.
Exact same.
Yeah, on the feet also, the same place. Yeah.
There is one, like just a poet wrote like this, Prabhuji. So initially he was thinking, yeah, chakra is very powerful. And that's why he's holding in right hand. And sankham is he was just comparing. It was poetic. Then he thought, Shankha actually is very fortunate. It comes to the lips of the Lord. Chakra, yeah. So,
chakra, even though it's powerful, but Shankha is even more
fortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Yeah. So chakra also, when you look at chakra, we can imagine the power of chakra, right? How it can pierce through something and then kill that person. It's powerful, and also it's brilliant, it's radiant, right? Chakra radiates some glow, some energy. It indicates tejas, brilliance, the principle of brilliance, or light, illuminating thing. Wherever there is light, there is no darkness. So chakra also indicates that it destroys darkness. It destroys darkness. Obviously, right? When the chakra cuts the anarthas in our heart, lust, anger, greed, illusion, envy, and moha, then obviously the darkness will be destroyed. That's about chakra. Next, dhvaja, the flag, small flag. Let me show you this. So you see the small flag on the left edge in white color, on the left of Kamala. You see that? Yeah. So dhvaja, and then the last one is the barley corn. So we'll discuss these two things And then,
Prabhuji, why the Kamala is white color, Prabhuji? It should be pink, right, Prabhuji?
no. On this diagram, they have marked like this, but
Okay.
this is not the exact color how it appears on Krishna's feet.
Yeah, actually, I was searching for Kamala when you told.
White.
Always used to pink, yeah.
Yeah. So there is a small flag, dhvaja. In Sanskrit, in English, if the flag is small or big, for everything we say flag only. But in Sanskrit is a rich language. For a small flag, there is a word. For a big flag, there is another word. For a small flag, the word is dhvaja. For a big flag, the word is pataka. Like on India Independence Day, we host Indian flag, right? That is pataka. It's big. But the same Indian flag, if somebody keeps it on their table as a decorative item, like a small flag, that is dhvaja. So this dhvaja indicates victory. Dhvaja indicates victory.
Prabhuji, there is some word which indicates like people who are getting like Brahmins when they get initiated, they have some word, something similar, right, Prabhuji? It is also Dvaj. No, not.
Shankachakra marks.
No, people who get the sacred thread on their like Brahmins, right, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
That they are also good because it's some word like they are born twice. It's called Dvaja only, I think.
Right? Dvija.
Dvija. Oh, okay. Yeah, Prabhuji. Something similar.
Yeah. Ja means to be born. Dvija means twice born.
Twice born. But this is Dvaja. Okay.
Dvaja. Yeah, Dvaja. So Dhvajastambam. In the temples you see Dhvajastambam, right? In Bellevue temple also we have Dhvajastambam. Yeah. So this Dhvaja not only is a symbol of victory, but it is also a symbol of protection from all sorts of fear. It's a protection from all sorts of fear. Okay? And then the last one. Bibhrānam. Bibhrānam is that barley corn, which it is very hard to see on this diagram here, on this picture here, but it's right below the big toe nail, the big toe on the right.
Yellow color one.
Somewhat yellow color, yeah. Right above chakra, just above chakra. Let me see if it is visible in other. Yeah, here also it is. You see, the jan or barley corn, both are same. Okay, it's a very small grain. The corn grain, it's a very small grain. So what does grain represent? Grain represents nourishment. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, we discussed, right? Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyad anna sambhavaha yajñād bhavanti parjanyo yajña karma samudbhavaha. All living entities subsist on food grains. Annad bhavanti bhutani. Anna means all these grains. It can be rice, wheat, baby corn, whatever. Annad bhavanti bhutani. Bhutani means the living entities. All the jivas, they survive, they subsist on food grains. So food grain, like this barley corn, represents nourishment. So Krishna gives nourishment for the body and the soul also. Body, mind and soul. 3 things. So when we meditate on this barley corn, we get nourishment for the mind and the soul. Obviously, if we just meditate on this barley corn, our stomach will not be filled. So, no nourishment for the body. But Krishna has given ample amount of grains for us to eat and nourish the body. But the nourishment for the mind and the soul is by meditating on this barley corn. It's interesting, they have used barley corn instead of, it could be rice grain, it could be wheat or anything else, right? But barley, compared to rice, wheat or any other grain, barley is the most nutrient one. Bibhrānam. Barley is the most nutrient one. That's why when people are sick, they are recommended to drink barley soup. It is very nutritious. It provides cooling effect and also it's very nutrient. Very interesting. All these symbols, they have very deeper meaning. So we'll recite the shloka one last time and then we can meditate on this every day. Candrārdham kalasam tri-kona-dhanushī kham goshpadam proshthikām sankham savya-pade dakshina-pade konāshtakam svastikam cakram chatra-yavankusam dhvaja-pavī jambūrdhva-rekhāmbujam bibhrānam harim ūnavimsati-mahā-lakshmyārcitānghrim bhaje. Okay, we forgot one symbol. Can you tell which
Yes,
symbol?
Prabhuji. Rekha.
Urdhva-rekha. Yeah. When I was
Urdhva-rekha.
writing shloka, then I remembered. Okay. Now let's discuss that. Urdhva-rekha. You see this line in the middle? Maybe in the other picture the line is not there. Oh, it's not visible clearly. That's why I missed it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Very light.
Very light.
Yellow color, very light, yeah.
Yeah. So here at least we can see Urdhva-rekha. So this is the last one. Urdhva-rekha. It represents association. It represents sadhu sangha. Those who are in the association of saintly people, those who are in the association of devotees, they rise above. That's why this line is called urdhva-rekha, up-curving line. It's going upward. It's starting from the bottom, but it's going upward. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in 15th chapter is called Purushottam Yoga, attaining the Supreme, or Purushottama, attaining the Purushottama Prapti Yoga. So there, in one of the shlokas, Krishna says, Urdhvam gacchanti sattvasta, madhye tishtanti rajasam, ado gacchanti tamasaha. Those who cultivate Sattvika Guna, they rise to the higher planets. Those who cultivate mode of passion, Rajoguna, they stay on the earthly planet. Those who cultivate mode of ignorance, Tamoguna, they go down to the lower planets, hellish planets. Urdhvam gacchanti sattvasta, madhye tishtanti rajasam, ado gacchanti tamasaha. Now, how can we cultivate mode of goodness when we are in the association of devotees and saintly people who have mode of goodness? Then we will also get mode of goodness and we will rise above. That is urdhva-rekha. urdhva-rekha. It's like a lifeline for us. You know, if you go to a palmist person who can look at the different lines on your palm and they can predict something, right? There'll be different lines. There'll be one educational line, spouse line, marital line, wealth line, education line, something like that. There are different lines on different hands, and one such line is also lifeline, Ayush Rekha. They can tell how much Ayushu, how much life you have. But our lifeline, our Ayushu Rekha is that urdhva-rekha, the upcurving line on Krishna's foot. If we meditate on that, then we will rise above in bhakti. We will rise above in our chanting. Okay? So good. We were able to finish the 11 symbols today. And together we finished this whole 1 week in 5 episodes. We discussed 19 symbols. Hope this will be of some use when you are trying to meditate on the lotus feet of Krishna, when you are chanting, or when you are trying to remember Krishna. Sometimes you can remember the lotus face of Krishna, but it is also equally important to remember the lotus feet of Krishna, because that will be the theme of Mukundamala Stotra. In all the shlokas, Kulshekar Alvar is always praying for remembrance of the lotus feet of Krishna.
And if we see these symbols also, we can remember Krishna's lotus feet.
In our day-to-day life, when you see kalasha, you remember this. When you see an umbrella, you remember this.
Yes, Prabhuji. When we see any fruit or grain, we can remember.
Remember this. Yes. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prabhuji, I want to share one thing, Prabhuji. I heard Pravalika's that meditation, Radha Ashtami meditations. In that, I was thinking about why Krishna would break the pots. Like they are doing that curd with a lot of effort, but he just breaks it. So I was feeling very bad that day. Then I was thinking why he's doing. Then answer came to my mind, thinking that he doesn't want anything like material desires. So he breaks that, and then he wants everything to be for his service. So that was the answer I could get. So is there any, if you have any answer.
That's correct. Krishna is breaking the pride. He's crushing the pride.
Okay,
Crushing the pride. Yeah. Just like how Krishna crushes the pride of Kaliya. Krishna crushes the pride of Indra during Govardhan Leela.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah, that's what I wanted to confirm.
Yeah. That's correct.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Śrī Kṛṣṇa padma-padbhyāṁ ki jai. Okay. We'll see you all on Monday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.